All right, good morning. Welcome into the Out of Bounds Show, ESPN
Show me the money!
105.9 The Zone, brought to you by Spring Street Cigars in Jackson. So they decided to go into the iconic Rogue building. You can see it from I-55 Frontage Road. It's right in between Northside Drive and Meadowbrook. It's been there for 50 years. Beautiful building. And Spring Street took the back left part of the building. The Rogue moved up front. They both crushed it. And Spring Street has a full bar, 3 floors, rooftop. It can be a bar, patio area, and about 6 different smoking lounges. I mean, there's just all kinds of different fun places that you can dive into and get lost for the afternoon and smoke a premium cigar. They have a walk-in humidor that John Higgins and his team built that is stunning and absolutely beautiful. We'll talk about some of the other stores around the state in a minute, but we welcome in John Higgins with Spring Street Cigars. John, good morning. How you doing?
Hey, I'm doing great, but how about yourself?
We're doing well. We're having fun, getting ready for some NFL and college basketball this weekend, which your places around the state will be a great place to watch and have a beverage and smoke a cigar. The place turned out great. How do you feel about it?
You know, it really did. We looked for a long time to move to Jackson. As you know, we've got a number of stores around the state, and when we started looking, we just couldn't find the right fit. And then all of a sudden, we were able to connect with Luke Abney, the owner of the building,
Sure,
who owns the Rogue, and we just had a really nice vision for that location. It took quite a while to get the construction done, as you know. It's a big old building that's got a lot of history.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's crazy. I remember driving down the Interstate 55 when I was much younger and remember that building. So
Yeah.
to be able to be in that building today is really kind of a special thing. And it turned out really great, too.
It's nice. So it's one of the top 5 cigar bars and lounges in the country.
I would say so, yes. Absolutely.
You know, I've been to ones in Vegas, Laguna Beach, Miami. The one in D.C. is not even on the same level as yours. So what y'all did, you walk in and you got a full bar.
Right.
I like that look and feel. You've also got some humidors downstairs. I mean, your big boy walk-in humidors on the second floor.
Right.
But I thought the bar's a nice touch and a good feel to walk into.
It really is. You know, we wanted to keep as much of the building character as we could. So the walls are the original wood for the walls. The location with the atrium, there is an open atrium above the bar, and we just wanted that bar in that location to take advantage of just the natural feel of the building. We didn't really want to change the feel and look and history of the building. So we kept as much of that original architecture as we could.
For our listeners, you can be on the second floor and you can look down and see the bar. So you can walk out of the walk-in humidor and you can see the bar because of the opening in the atrium. It's got a real cool feel.
It really
you
does.
don't find that often.
No.
And you can smoke on the first floor, second floor, third, and of course outside. Let's talk about the beautiful walk-in humidor. That's one of the nicest in the country.
It is. It really is. Once again, it was the design. It was, and the features of the humidor fit the building really well. It's got that same warm, man cave feel that you want to have when you walk into a cigar store. You want that same feel in the humidor. You know, there's a really great feature I'll mention that we left in that humidor that you have to check out when you come. That is, there is a private entrance from the humidor to the members lounge by a spiral staircase. That spiral staircase was there, and when we saw that, we're like, okay, we're not touching that thing. We're going to leave it there. We're going to incorporate it in our store, and we did. And it's a great feature, and it's really cool to have that private access into the members lounge.
John Higgins with Spring Street Cigars all over the state and in Tennessee, but we're talking about Spring Street Cigars in Jackson on I-55 North in the iconic Rogue Men's Store building. Where John is going, it's cool. So you walk in as humidor, and you see this unbelievable Zeno Davidoff. I mean, the Davidoff humidor within the humidor is amazing. But to the left is the spiral staircase that has been there since the building was built. and you take that spiral staircase up and you walk straight into the members lounge, which is
That's really cool.
It's just got a cool feel there. Let's talk about Davidoff cigars.
Sure.
Not everybody carries Davidoff cigars. You do, and of course you do the Davidoff dinners. But talk about the quality and the fact that y'all can carry them in any of your stores and what that means.
Right. Davidoff is considered the premium cigar, the best cigar in the world. And I think that goes without saying. When you've smoked a Davidoff and you get to know that company, you'll agree that they are certainly exceptional from a cigar standpoint. They also have a unique relationship in terms of their retailers. They require a significant amount of effort to be allowed to sell their product. And once you're approved to sell their product, no one else in the region can sell them. So in the entire state of Mississippi, with the exception of one area on the coast, with the entire state of Mississippi, the only place that you can buy a Davidoff cigar is in a Spring Street cigar location. Yeah. And this just shows the culture that this company has and their attempt to have a unique relationship with their retailers.
Right.
And, they just don't want anybody carrying their product. So, yeah, if you want a Davidoff cigar in the city of Jackson, you have to come to Spring Street Cigars.
Which is a beautiful thing. Also in Starkville. Oxford. Your first store in Tupelo, which is where you're from.
That's correct.
And Kosciuszko, which y'all did that's a beautiful little store. The way y'all did that, that the vision to be able to create that was really cool. It's a nice draw for the town.
It really is. And I have some roots from around the Kosciuszko area, and we wanted to do that to help build up the downtown. And so we purchased a building built in 1895.
How about that, guys?
And up until we bought it, it was a law office. So we actually utilized the original law library bookshelves as our humidor. Yeah. And it is really insane. Yeah. It is probably my favorite store from the standpoint of the ability to keep something original that was there. And again, until we changed it into a cigar store and lounge, it was a law office for all those years. It was really interesting. I tell the story because it's kind of fun. When we were doing our remodel, and again, we took it back to original. We literally took it back to the way it was. We found a picture during our remodel of the store in 1905. And the store today looks just like it does in 1905. And the lawyers that were sitting in there were smoking cigars.
That's cool.
That is about as cool as you can get right there.
1905. Right. Unbelievable. Spring Street Cigars all over the state of Mississippi. We mentioned Jackson. The original store is Tupelo. You've got them in all three college towns, Starkville, Oxford, Hattiesburg. We just mentioned Kosciuszko. John and his team opened one in Meridian. It's really cool. It's right off I-20, easy to get to. And then the one in Hattiesburg is also downtown. It's got a lot of character. It's 2 stories. I've been able to interview Rocky Patel, Charles Huff, and Michael Herkulotz at that store. Teddy B runs it, a good friend of mine, one of John's awesome teammates, and that's a beautiful shop too.
It really was. We, I'd have to say, and this goes to all the locations and all the cities. I can't say enough about how large of a support system that we've gotten from the community and the city in general. In many cases, there was no smoking when we would go to that location. Kosciuszko is a perfect example.
Right.
There was no smoking in the city. The city welcomed us in and changed their ordinances to allow us to smoke. Hattiesburg has always had smoking inside, but we wanted to be outside of the city. They wanted us downtown. We agreed. We wanted to support the downtown revitalization of all of these small towns.
Sure.
So we go downtown if at all possible. The city was amazing. They helped us find a building. We found an extremely old building that had significant need of repair, and we did a great deal of work to rebuild that. All of our stores have something unique in it. Whether you go to the Jackson store that you talked about with the beautiful 3-story, the rooftop, the bars. You go to Starkville, we have a brewery inside. We have a microbrewery inside the store. If you go to Hattiesburg, We have a baby grand piano in our store, which is extremely cool. And it's an amazing location.
Rocky Patel, who's, again, one of the legends in the cigar industry, and John and Rocky are close in that team, and they do a great job with cigars. Rocky Patel walked in and saw the piano and was like, wow, it's got a cool factor.
It's got
a wow factor.
Cool. And you know, that you want to do something that makes it a destination. You know,
right.
We are not, our population in the state of Mississippi is not large. So you have to have something that makes you a destination, whether it's a really nice, comfortable lounge to smoke a cigar in, or whether you have a bar, whether you have a microbrewery, or whether you have a baby grand, or whether you have the other features that you're going to go to in the stores. Everything needs to be a little unique. Jackson, Tennessee, we have a comedy club in our basement, which is extremely cool. Our basement, which is a speakeasy, is also a comedy club.
Yeah.
And we host comedians there, and we do, live music nights down in our speakeasy in the basement. So all locations are a little different. It's that destination factor.
And with Spring Street Cigars, you can smoke. All of them have a lounge, because that's the whole deal for John and his team.
That's correct.
They're not going to go in and do it unless you can grab your cigar and smoke it there.
That's correct. And
it's all about the camaraderie and the cigar community. I mean, I talk about it on the show. My cigar family that I've cultivated over the years, and it's just been awesome. I mean, I've met so many amazing people through just sitting down at Spring Street Cigars, or when I'm traveling and smoking a cigar, because you start to talk about life and what they do and what you do and so on.
It really is. And when I travel, I mean, you're a cigar smoker, I am too, obviously, but when we travel and we look for something to do in the evening, I'm going to look for a cigar lounge.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to find something that's comfortable, that I can sit down and do exactly what you just said. Go in, sit down, light up a cigar, and relax. And that's kind of what people are looking for, that experience. And we try to provide that in all the stores. Some stores are larger than others,
sure.
but in all stores, you're going to have that same feel, that same family attitude, that you're there, you're going to be treated like family, you're going to be welcomed, and you're going to be very, very comfortable just to sit there and talk to someone or not. It's up to you. And we provide all of those locations when you go into one of our stores. You can be private. You can just watch some TV.
Sure.
You can pick up a conversation at the bar with somebody. In all cases, it's about the experience that you're going to try to get.
So they have I can't list them all, but Davidoff Cigars, Liga Privadas, Rocky Patel's, Fuentes, you name it, they've got it. They've got unbelievable selections at all their stores. So, for example, this weekend, if you're going to the Ole Miss Mississippi State game in Starkville, and Mississippi State is hosting all their basketball alumni this weekend, all the Final Four team, all those Rick Stansberry NCAA tournament teams, Shane Power, Timmy Bowers, Mario Austin, Daryl Wilson. So if you're up there and you're up there with some buddies, dive in, take an hour and a half, and get you a cigar and a beer and enjoy yourself. Now the Starkville Spring Street Cigars is exposed brick, absolutely beautiful hardwood floors. The beams, the super high ceilings is 2 floors, and they're about to have a full bar there, but they've got 2 bars in it right now, and they do serve beer. They've also got a private lounge and a wraparound balcony where you can see all the way down Main Street. So that's one of the Spring Street Jackson is another level, but that's one of the prettiest cigar bars and lounges in the country too.
Yeah, I'll have to, again, number of things about that location. Number one is in Starkville, which is dear to my heart, as you know.
Sure.
And 2, we're right downtown on Main Street. We're between the courthouse and City Hall.
Yeah.
It's easy to find us in the original Mugshots building.
Right.
And we, excuse me, originally when we started, there was no smoking in the city of Starkville anywhere. And we started working with Mayor Spurl and the city council on what we wanted to try to do to that building. And because we, again, respected what that building needed, the city agreed to let us smoke inside and put our microbrewery in there. And because of that, we have a beautiful location, again, 2 stories. And we kept as much of the original building as possible.
Did.
The original neon, for instance, on the outside of the building is original to the building. The original mugshot sign, we actually just took the sign and put our logo over their sign. Right. We just wanted to keep it original. We didn't want to change it because it is a really incredible location. Again, very much the prominent feature in downtown Starkville.
Yeah. John Higgins, Spring Street Cigars all around the state of Mississippi, including 2 in DeSoto County?
Just 1 in DeSoto.
South Haven?
Olive Branch.
Olive Branch.
On Goodman Road.
On Goodman Road. Yeah. I was there a couple of months ago. John Higgins joining us on ESPN 105.9 The Zone. Great place this weekend, NFL playoffs. Spring Street Cigars in Jackson or any of them around the state. Let's go to the one in Oxford.
Sure.
It's right there off the square. It's an unbelievable location. What I like is you've got the front area outside that you can smoke, which is really cool. We did that after the Davidoff dinner, Garrett and I and some other dude. And then you've got the back part where you can also smoke a cigar. Todd Wade and I have hit that many a time. So that's another really pretty store and unique.
It really is. It's a standalone location. It's, again, right off the square. It's on South Lamar. So, again, if you're coming into the square, you're coming by our store.
Right.
And now I'll mention this. This is a really fun thing that's going on with certainly Ole Miss and Mississippi State, is we now have specific branded Ole Miss cigars and branded Mississippi State cigars. So now for every home game, we actually put up a huge Ole Miss tent right in front of our store. And you can get you a branded Ole Miss logo, Ole Miss approved, Ole Miss licensed cigar as you're walking to the Grove or wherever you're going to go for the day. That's turned out to be a really fun process. The other thing
they're good. They're Honduran. These are premium cigars.
Absolutely. They're done by a small company out of Louisiana called Bocock Brothers. And now they're licensing a number of locations, whether it's LSU or Mississippi State. We now have a Dak Prescott cigar. If you're coming to Starkville, get your Dak Prescott cigar.
That's a good-looking box and a good-looking wrapper too.
It really is, and it's a good. And again, they have quality cigars as well. And you can have the wow factor of just the box or the product, but you really want people to come back and smoke that. So you want that cigar to be really good. But yeah, we enjoy the game day in Ole Miss, and we will continue to do that. Put up tents. And interesting this year, you'll love this. So taken off of the challenges at the College World Series of the Jell-O shots, we did a cigar challenge, and we actually had two tents, one LSU, one Ole Miss, and we had a competition between the two to see who would buy them. It was really amazing how many people kind of embraced that.
Yeah.
Whether it was obviously Ole Miss fans or LSU fans. And we'll do that again this year because LSU's visiting us again this year.
Yeah.
Should be an interesting weekend. But
y'all are going to do a lot of business on September 19th and even 18th on Friday. But you're right. Can you imagine Spring Street Cigars doing a battle again, Ole Miss, LSU, and now Lane's at LSU?
Oh,
it's going to be crazy.
It's going to be crazy. It really is. But we enjoy that. The Oxford location is amazing. We do now have a full bar in Oxford, Mississippi.
Nice.
It's kind of cool. We have 2. We have it small inside because this is a really small building.
Right.
But we built an inside bar, but we also built an outside bar. So if you go back around on that back deck that you're talking about, which is about 1,500 square feet, there's an outside bar there. Yeah. We call it a tiki bar. And
it's cool.
And you can just kind of roll up the doors, and you've got a full bar in Oxford, Mississippi, which is kind of cool.
Spring Street Cigars in Oxford, Starkville, and Hattiesburg. And, of course, the one y'all opened. When did you open the one in Jackson, John? Last May?
Mississippi?
Yeah.
We've been open about since May, yes.
Okay. Yeah. Absolutely beautiful cigar bars and lounges. Check out, as you're traveling around the state, DeSoto County, Tupelo, Oxford, Starkville, Kosciuszko, Meridian, Jackson, and Hattiesburg. And then, of course, Jackson, Tennessee. Great places. And beautiful humidors and so on. You said Tupelo will be getting a full bar?
Yeah, they're under the remodel right now.
Okay.
We're remodeling the location as we speak. We're going to be remodeling all of downstairs and then upstairs as well. We have a beautiful alleyway, so we're going to be doing some new furniture, new lighting. We totally rebuilt the bar location, so we'll be doing that. We'll be opening that or doing a grand reopening around the March timeframe, and we will obviously announce it on social media.
Sure.
And we'll have a principal there, an owner from one of the companies, and again, that's been our flagship location forever.
Sure.
And it's still such a great cigar community there. We really wanted to give it some additional love. We had been building so fast. We wanted to go back and give that location some love.
February 26th?
February 26th, Premium Cigar Association.
Okay. Spring Street Cigars in Jackson. They're throwing a big party.
Big one.
February 26th, Santiago Arroyo will be there.
Yes.
CLE Cigars, the Arroyo family are rock. They're like Tom Brady, Patrick Mahomes of cigars, among many other manufacturers and cigar makers.
Yeah, what we're going to do, we're going to host Premium Cigar Association, which is a trade association that represents premium cigar retailers. So these are the individuals who are going to support us when we want to get smoking regulations changed. They're the ones that work with the Federal Trade Commission in terms of things like tariffs and import rights and allowing us to continue to enjoy a premium cigar and not get us mixed up with the other smoking things that you can get.
Right.
We do not want to be confused with things like cigarettes and vaping. We are premium cigars. The Premium Cigar Association, their board is going to be coming to Jackson, Mississippi. I'm a member of the board, by the way.
Good.
But this is the first time they've ever come to the state of Mississippi. And so we'll be hosting them at our Jackson location. It'll be really good. We're going to be, having an event with CLE, as you mentioned, Elijah Craig, local musician Scott Johnson, who's amazing.
He's fantastic.
He is an awesome guy. He does a lot of work with us. He will be there. We're just going to have fun. We're going to have some local politicians come and as well as some state and probably a couple of federal guys will probably be here.
February 26th, that's a Thursday. Yeah. We'll talk about it a good bit over the next month, but it's going to be a great party. And the fact that Santiago Arroyo is there, among other cigar dignitaries, is because John had Rocky Patel open up his shop in Starkville. Not many cigar shops and lounges have that. Okay. And then Rocky went to Hattiesburg, and then Michael Herculots he just has guys coming through left and right. It was good to see you, my man. Congratulations on all the success to your team and for giving us some high-quality cigar bars and lounges with Spring Street Cigars.
Right. One last thing.
Yeah.
Coming in 2026, Pearl, Mississippi is getting a Spring Street Cigars.
Bam, right by the stadium and Bass Pro. Yep. Spring Street Cigars going to Pearl. All right, Spring Street Cigars in Jackson for college basketball and the NFL playoffs. Have a great day, and we'll be live from Starkville tomorrow.